and welcome to Maui Live, Maui's TV and radio show spotlighting Maui's incredible talent. Maui Live is taped live for television and radio each and every week at the Stepping Stone Playhouse in the Queen Ka'ahumanu Center. Maui Live features lots of great music and interviews with celebrities and local businesses. And Maui Live is the home of the Maui Live show band, Old, Maui's old-time rock and roll band. Maui Live is a production of Larry John Wright Hawaii and Silver Pixel Studios. And now, here's the host of Maui Live, TV and radio personality, Eric John Molina. It's time once again for Maui Live.
Hello, I'm Eric John Molina, and welcome to Maui Live, Maui's TV and radio show spotlighting Maui's incredible talent. And tonight, we're featuring Soul Kitchen.
You must have put voodoo on me. I say, boy, you must have cast your spell. Now the way you got me loving you, boy, there ain't no tongue can tell. Yeah, you must have been burning candles, woo, to make that love so strong. Now you must have sprinkled dust all around my bed. You must have had that black cap on. Oh Lord, just at a you know you brought me to a trance, and when I looked into your eyes, oh Lord, how they hypnotize. Oh, you must have put voodoo on me. I say, cast your spell. Now the way you got me loving your boy, there ain't no tongue can tell. No tune, no tongue can tell. Now you must have put the hoodoo on me. I say, boy, you must have cast your spell. Now the way you got me loving your boy, there ain't no tongue can tell. Now I know if I call on the magnolia, could she break this spell on me? By the black of Mother Dora, I wonder, could they set me free? cast your spell. Now the way you got me loving your boy, how they ain't no two can tell. Say I'm a voodoo woman, yeah, I'm a voodoo woman. I'm a voodoo woman. Yeah, I'm a voodoo woman.
Thank you. Maui Live is underwritten by some of Maui's best businesses, like Latitudes, Furnishings for Life. Visit them online at latitudeshawaii.com.
Welcome back to Maui Live. We've got in the studio with us Soul Kitchen. And actually, there was a question I want to ask you, Tempa. What was it like for you when you first heard your music being played on the radio? Do you remember where you were?
The first time I was ever on the radio, I was 6. And it was
6 years old.
It was the only way I could learn anything was if I made a song about it. So I was in church, and there was this prize, and I wanted to win this prize, and you could only win the prize if you learned all the books of the Bible. So I made up a song.
It's quite an incentive there.
With with all the books of the Bible, and they put it on the radio. So that was.
And what was your reaction? Were you like, oh my God?
I was really had stage fright really bad for a long time. For about the first year of performing in a band, I wouldn't look at an audience. I kept my back completely to an audience until I was threatened to be fired, and then I turned around.
Turn around.
I turned around.
How about you, Michael?
You know, I came out of the software business. I was doing software presentations, demonstrations all over the country, and in front of a
To salespeople
large
or
audience.
nerds?
Yeah,
I mean, what
yeah,
kind of
yeah.
audiences are these?
Yes, nerds, exactly, to nerds. And just being in front of an audience never really bothered me as a result of all of that. So, you know, being in front of an audience, playing music and singing doesn't bother me either.
Now we got what? You're going to do an original next? Is that what we got lined up? What's the name of this song?
The name of the song is You Are, which is an original song I wrote probably 2 months back.
Really? So this is a new one?
New original song.
Do you want to leave it up to our viewers for their interpretation of the song, or do you want to give us a little
I
bit
can
of a
give
background?
a little bit of background. Part of the song, when I wrote it, I thought about Tempa, and part of the song about how her soul and how I view her. And plus, I don't know, this was the time of thinking a lot about divine and beautiful things in idea and communication with things that are, above us. If it's God or whatever you feel it's a part of you in the universe. And I guess it's kind of like Tempa and that together.
Well, great. Well, let's let you guys set up and get ready for the performance. Stick around. Soul Kitchen right here on Maui Live.
Maui Live is underwritten by some of Maui's best businesses, like Maui Coffee Roasters, fresh roasted Hawaiian coffee. Visit them online at mauicoffeeroasters.com.
And now, here's more from Soul Kitchen.
When the light touches you, all the pain goes away. You are what you are. When the sound soothes you, the wind starts to dance in the heart of the night. say what you feel, what you feel. Try to say what you feel. In the warmth of the sun, your spirit starts to grow. You are what you are. In storm of life, you're breathing in all that you love. Try to say what you feel, what you feel. Try to say what you feel. In the light, you touch me, you make me cry, you make me see who I am. You whisper, let go of me, love is yours, it's what you are. To say what you feel, it's what you
Maui Live is underwritten by some of Maui's best businesses, like Maui Academy of Performing Arts and the Stepping Stone Playhouse. Visit them online at mauiacademy.org.
I'm Eric John Molina, and thanks for tuning in to Maui Live. We have Billy Baldwin with us, and most of you might know Billy from playing in different bands on the island, especially the band Soundwave. But today he's here to talk to us about GPS Heroes. So Billy, why don't you tell us a little bit about GPS Heroes?
Well, great. Thanks, Eric. It's a pleasure to be here tonight. I started a company about a year ago with a friend of mine and a fellow pilot. When I'm not playing music, I'm flying airplanes around the island for a local tour company. And a fellow pilot came to me and needed some help flying and started this company, GPS Heroes. And I said, well, wow, great. What's that about? He says, it's GPS tracking devices. Our purpose is to help protect what matters most to you. And you put these tracking devices in your car. You want to keep track of where your family is, especially teen drivers. So we have a hardwired device that we use for the fleets. You can also get them for your home car. 1997 models and newer though, take these little plug and play devices. And it just plugs in under your dash in the OBD port. You can call me up or go to my website and get my number and call me up. I'll come over, hand one of these to you, let you try it out, track your car, see the wonderful features for 2 or 3 days, follow up with you. So we're about, protecting your family, protecting your assets. Yeah, we also have portable devices that you could use for hiking, boating. I use them in aviation, flying. My wife knows when I take off and land. And you can go to the website at www.gpsheroes.org and then put the /10. That's my distributor number or consultant number 10 or Bill. You can use either one. Thank you very much for having me.
Thank you very much. And thank you for keeping it tuned to Maui Live.
Maui Live is underwritten by some of Maui's best businesses, like Casanova, with 2 incredible restaurants in Makawao and Kahului. Visit them online at casanovamaui.com.
Welcome back to Maui Live. I'm Michael McCartney. In the studios with us, performing on the show, is Soul Kitchen, which all the members have quite an interesting story, a little intricate part of their lives that makes them so special. And I know I'm going to not pronounce this correctly. Is it? No, see, I've already blown it. Can you go ahead and tell us? You were on Israeli Idol. And this is something you don't like to talk about on television.
Yeah, I guess it's not that I don't like to talk about. This was a good experience, and I got to be one show on air, actually, which was a lot of fun.
Is it as intense as it seems even in America?
It is intense because you never know where you're gonna go, if you're gonna get in, and they like to keep you, and give you minimum information as possible about your stage and if you're in or not, and
So it's like when I'm doing my taxes and get audited. It's that kind of thing,
kind
right?
of like that, yeah. Plus, with that, of course, you still, trying to make music and be, true to your inner, your artist, but it's kind of interesting how this work from inside. I can talk hours about the experience itself.
Well, how many people entered?
Entered in the bottom line 18 at that time.
Wow.
I almost got in.
Almost, but just not quite. What song did you perform?
I performed that was only in Hebrew. Right now there is the Israeli voice, so you can sing song in English, but the time was only Hebrew, right? 2 love songs, just one a little more happy, one a little sad.
Wow. That's a trip. So how about you, Michael? Was Schroeder one of your big inspirations for playing the piano?
You guessed it. How did you manage to guess that?
Well, because I always notice that women flock
Peanuts
around
fan.
you that are around the piano, and you kind of just ignore them and you just play, and you're in the zone.
Yeah, absolutely. No, I started taking piano lessons when I was 8 years old. My mother made me take piano lessons, and then I really kind of got into it for about 4 years or so.
Was it all classical music?
Yeah, mostly classical. And then I gave that up, and the Beatles happened. And from that point forward, it was like anything I heard on the radio, I wanted to play. So I started learning popular songs of Beatles and Beach Boys and other things like that.
Well, Tempa is primarily the lead singer on most of the songs for Soul Kitchen. And I was curious, for you, Tempa, he was talking about music, classical music turning to pop music. You actually are part of a program, a documentary of women in music, correct? In
Well,
blues and jazz and
I did a show for a while in Colorado at a wonderful club. I put it together. It was called The History of Women in Blues, Jazz, and Soul. And basically, I just went over the history of the women that I chose to talk about, and would talk about them and tell a little story, do a story time, and do a song, and play
It
around
seems
with
like
the
a very
audience.
eclectic kind of program. If you get to cover a wide variety of songbooks.
It was one of my most favorite shows that I did. It was sold out every single time I did it. It was a way to be really intimate with your crowd, and I really enjoy when people, get close and, you can look at them and talk to them, and that was my most favorite show, definitely.
What's the next song you got lined up for us?
This song, I think, is our favorite. It's the Jackson 5, and it's our version of I Want You Back.
All right, I'm looking forward to this. It's one of my favorite songs, too. Right here on Maui Live, Soul Kitchen.
When I had you to myself, I didn't want you around. Those pretty faces always made you stand out in the crowd. But someone picked you from the bunch. One glance was all it took. Now it's much too late for me to take a second look. Oh, baby, give me one more chance. Won't you please let me back in your heart? Oh, darling, I was blind. this night. Let me show you, boy, that I know wrong from right. Every street I walk on, I leave tear stains on the ground. Following the boy I didn't even want around. Oh, oh, baby, give me one more chance. Won't you please let me back in your heart? Oh, darling, I was blind to let you go. Now that I see you in his arms, I want you back. I want you back. I want you back. Oh, baby, give me one more chance. Won't you please let me back in your heart now? Oh, darling, I was blind to let you go. Now that I see you in his arms, I want you back.
Maui Live is underwritten by some of Maui's best businesses, like Mana'o Radio, 91.5 FM, and online at mana'oradio.com.
And now, here's Soul Kitchen.
Chain, chain, chain. Chain, chain, chain. Chain, chain, chain. Chain of fools. For 5 long years, oh, I thought you were my man. Oh, but I found out, yeah, I'm just a link in your chain. Now you got me where you want me. I ain't nothing but your fool. Treating me mean. Ah, Lord, yeah, you treated me cruel. Chain, chain, chain. Chain, chain, chain. Chain, chain, chain. Chain of fools. Now every chain has got a weak link. I might be weak, oh, but I give you strength. Oh, I do. Chain, chain, chain. Chain, chain, chain. Chain, chain, chain. Chain of fools. I'm just one of your fools. mama told me to leave you alone. My father say, come on home. My doctor say, take it easy. But your loving is much too strong. I'm added to your chain, chain, chain. Chain, chain, chain. Chain, chain, chain. Chain of fools. Now one of these mornings, that chain is gonna break. Oh, but until then, baby, I'm gonna take all I can take. Oh, I will. Chain, chain, chain. Chain, chain, chain. Chain, chain, chain. Chain of fools. Chain, chain, chain. Chain, chain, chain. Chain, chain, chain. Oh, baby. Oh, baby. I'm just one of your chain of fools.
Thanks for being with us on Maui Live. I'm Eric John Molina, and we'll see you next time.
Well, that's all the time we have for this week's Maui Live, Maui's TV and radio show spotlighting Maui's incredible talent. Maui Live is taped live for television and radio each and every week at the Stepping Stone Playhouse in the Queen Ka'ahumanu Center. Find out more at MauiLiveShow.com. Maui Live features lots of great music and interviews with celebrities and local businesses. And Maui Live is the home of the Maui Live show band, Old, Maui's old-time rock and roll band. Maui Live is a production of Larry John Wright Hawaii and Silver Pixel Studios. See you next week for Maui Live.